Hey peeps, Xapien here, and I'm back with part 2 of multiplying your PC performance. I actually already uploaded part 1, so you should probably go check that out. I think I'll just put a link in the description. So yeah, make sure you see part 1 first, because that has some important stuff as well. But part 2 I'm going to be showing you, well, let me recap. I showed you all of the, I showed you this, the Crapifier. I showed you CC Cleaner, and I showed you the page file settings, which is like using a portion of your hard drive as extra RAM. And those three things alone could probably speed up your computer, but the next couple things could really show some instant progress. So let's start off with this program, Defragment. It's the same company that made C Cleaner. I keep saying CC Cleaner. The same company that made C Cleaner, Paraform, and I'll put a link in the description for that as well. But this time it's called Defragment. And basically, well, actually, there's one built into Windows, but I'm gonna use Defragment because it's a little bit more efficient. I like it a little bit better, and it's pretty easy to use. So basically, what it does is I'll actually show you within the program. Basically, let's just analyze. Sure, let's remove whatever's in my recycle bin. So I don't actually have any of these plugged in, but basically the my main and only hard drive in there is basically comprised of, is basically this. Now let me this is a bit tough to explain. So fragmentation, as it says up here, 13% fragmentation, right? And down here it says, so basically what it means is that, like, one part of your file is on, the right side of the hard drive, and the second part of that same file is on the left side. So, when you're going to open that file, it'll look for, it'll look on the right, and it'll look on the left. It'll only see a piece of it, and then it'll look on the right, and it'll see the second piece. It'll put them together, but it's just going to stay in those two sections. And every time you open that program, it's going to take a little bit extra time just because it has to go find those. And it does take up, I do believe it takes up a little bit extra space due to the fact that, they're not all like compressed together. It's two different pieces of a file. So as you can see here, all of the red stuff, and I haven't done a full defrag because I've only done the quick one. And that is due to it taking over a day to do, because my my hard drive's a bit, there's a lot of stuff on there. Actually, not too much. Basically, all the red is basically files that are fragmented all over the place. And yeah, this is video clip. I have a lot of like videos and stuff, right? So basically, this video clip right here is a file that is, on one side of the hard drive, but then the other piece of that same video is on this side of the hard drive. With my mouse I'm just pointing, sort of, is on the other side, and so it has to piece it together, and it's a bit slower. So basically what this program does is it sort of just takes it from, say, the left side and puts it on the right side with the other pieces or piece, and it'll sort of compress them and combine them so that not only are you removing all of that extra space that it's taking up, and see here it says 44.2 gigabytes of files that are taking up extra space because they're not all put together. So I could save 44.2 gigabytes of space by just putting those files together. And you see this yellow stuff here? It's actually my page file settings, and I set 32 gigabytes of it to be as a page, from the first video I explained. I'm not going to do it again. So these are my page file settings, and actually normally you'll see it in either two chunks, so like 6 here and 6 here, well, 3 and 3, whatever you set it up as. And so this will not be all together like it is here. It's okay if it's split apart from the group, so there's a lot of files, just like no file blocks, but that's fine. But we don't want it to be in pieces because that's just taking up even more space. So before you guys close the program, either use it or not, what you want to do is the first time you ever use it, you go to boot time defrag, you do run once, and then you restart your computer, and what that'll do is it'll combine all the page file settings. There are manual ways to do it. They're a bit tedious, but this is just the best way to do it. So that's that. So basically doing a defrag, and I'll just click it right now. So yeah, doing a defrag will literally just take all the red, convert it to blue, put it all together. A quick defrag does it a little bit a little bit faster, not a little bit, a lot faster, ton faster actually. But it'll it won't remove all the red. I've done 2 quick defrags on 2 separate occasions after a restart and everything, and as you can see here, there's still a lot of red. Not as much as there was before, but certainly a lot. So basically, you just press the defrag button and you let it run. But this will certainly save space, and if your hard drive isn't working so hard to look on both sides of it, then it can open programs faster, and it could run programs faster because it doesn't have to look on both sides to get the data it needs to run the program. So I certainly think this could help, and like I said, it's going to take over a day. The first time, it will definitely take a lot of time just for the first defrag, not quick, just full defrag. But after that, just every once in a while, once a month maybe, just open up CCleaner, open up Defraggler, clean up your computer and everything, maybe even PC Decrapifier if you have those programs you don't use anymore, and you are set. So that's that, although there are a couple more things that are just built into the system that you can easily make your computer run so much faster. So we've covered these 3 programs, and now we'll move on to doing the startup. Like, it's a bit okay. So basically, it's sort of hard to explain. You go to what's it called? MS services, maybe. I don't actually remember. Wow. I'll actually be right back. Boop. Sorry about that. I'm an idiot sometimes. It's basically, it's called system. You can type in system config. System configuration is the exact name. It's a program built into Windows. You just click system config, and there's several tabs. The 2 tabs that we are looking at is services and startup. On Windows 8, startup will be a bit different. So if on Windows 7, you'll see some different things here, but on Windows 8, which is what I'm running, it'll be a bit different. Basically, there are services that are constantly running on your computer, and many of them are stopped, not by me or anything, but they're always just running, right? And sometimes you don't need them, and this will make you run faster if there are not all these background programs running all the time. And my computer can certainly handle all of those things, and these are just like unnecessary extras, but they're just nice to have. So I'm gonna keep all of them, but what you can do, like I can't even find something. Like, say you don't even use fax, you don't even have a fax machine, nothing, and it says running here. Or if it ever is going to say running and you don't need it to be, you just uncheck it, and you apply and everything. You can even press disable all, right? That's if it's something useless, then you just disable it. I haven't read through all of these, and so I have no idea if they're all useless or not, but for now I'm just not going to touch it. The second thing, and this is certainly useful, hide all Microsoft services, because as you can see, Microsoft Corporation, all the way down the list, you can just see Microsoft Corporation. So you might want to hide all of those, and you can see, I don't even have an iPod, iPhone, iDevice that I would ever need to plug into my computer. So I could disable this, although it's stopped. So I'm just good for now. So you'd press apply, and you'd be on your merry way. Actually, I should not have closed that. Basically, the second tab I want to show you is startup. You open the task manager for Windows 8. Windows 7, it'll be all here. But basically, all of these programs are set to start up when I start up my computer, and I actually cleaned this out before, so I'm okay. I disabled Steam because I don't use it too much. I like Skype enabled and everything, so if if there's something that if there's something on here like I don't know, say you don't use Skype often. I use Skype all the time. Say you don't use Skype often, you just disable it. It won't turn on until you come back and re-enable it. It won't turn on until you click the button yourself. This is certainly useful because sometimes you come onto this tab and you see things that are like so completely useless, and sometimes there are these programs, they're so not just this will certainly speed up your startup. Say Steam actually slows down my computer startup by so much because it has to load everything, and Steam is a huge program. But when I disabled that, I certainly got a faster response when I pressed the start, the power button on my computer. I think this is useful personally because I like to get up and running quickly. I don't really turn off my computer much because it's a desktop tower and I run my 2 servers. But other than that, if I ever have to restart, I'd like a quick restart so I can start my servers back up, and I don't have to worry about all this crap starting up. Besides Skype, I like Skype. So that's that. And there's one more thing I want to show you that will be the most instant response you will find from this. It's two things actually. Basically, you want to go back to your computer. It'll say computer here, Windows 7 users, XP, everything. You right click and you go to properties, exactly where we went to for the what's it called? The whole advanced settings, yada yada. Right, it's the same exact place for the page file settings. That's right. So you go to advanced system settings and back to performance, just the same exact tab, and you press settings, except this time we're not going to advanced, we're just staying here. This is basically the it's a bit, it's hard to explain. It's like you'd have to read through all of these and see, like, if you do adjust for best performance, nothing will be checked off. And when you press apply, you will notice a change because, like, for example, the fade out menu items after clicking, that whole fade out thing can be taxing on your computer's, performance because it's using all of this extra, CPU power and everything just to, make it look fancy when it's when you're clicking out of or into something, right? So you don't need this. I like to have it because I can handle the performance. But say for a computer like my brother's, he certainly disabled many of these because I don't like, or he doesn't like a slow computer, and I certainly don't like a slow computer. Let's see something I can relate to and show you instantly. Like this. Alright, apply. Say that. See? Instead of, so for example, right, instant, but say I turn this back on, let Windows choose, apply, right? See that? It sort of just pops up. So it goes, right? Instead of just instant. Now, it does look good when it's just minimizing down to the start bar, but then again, if you think about it, it's a bit taxing on your hardware just to do that whole process. Instead of instant, it's just gone, right? So it's something to think about. It's something to look through, and there are many checks here that you would read through, and this will probably be the most instant form of performance speeding up-ish thingy, besides the next thing. So I'm just gonna cancel because I don't want to change anything. I already went through all that stuff. And the last thing we're going to go to is actually you go to your control panel, and you would access that Windows 8 by going to this, right? Search control panel. and you press enter, right? And if you see large icons and you don't really want to look through all of this, you can just go to, you can search appearance if it wants to search. It's either appearance or let me get it. Appearance and personalization. It's the tab, and you would go to personalization. That's what I meant, not appearance. And three themes sort of that you could change to speed up. So old Windows. Well, actually, this is not old Windows. I meant this is what. No. Please wait. No. This is more effective on Windows 7 because there's actually a Windows XP, Windows Vista, and Windows. Yeah, I think it's Windows Vista, Windows XP, and Windows like 2000 or something. 3 different themes. It should be under installed themes or Windows default themes that you could switch to from Arrow theme. Arrow is like the new, like the glass, like you see this transparent stuff, which could speed up your computer by a factor of just the Windows operating system by a factor of like infinity because of all of the transparency and all of the fast like animations like this that we disabled earlier will be gone. So it moves so much faster, it will start up programs so much faster, it will just, you will definitely notice a difference with the last 2 things I showed you. So that's pretty much it. Just a quick thingy, quick recap. 3 programs: PC Decrapifier, CCleaner, Defragler. There's also this. We went to Advanced System Settings, Performance, Advanced tab, Performance section, Settings, and then these 2 tabs, Visual Effects and Advanced, and the virtual memory page file settings. And the last thing we covered was the control panel, personalization, right? This, and the themes. So I use Windows 8.1 actually. Windows 8 users will have about the same experience. Windows 7 will have almost the same experience due to me showing you how to use it with this sort of start menu. But any previous versions or any different versions like Windows 8 without this start menu button, certainly go and look at, certainly just play around with navigation to find what I'm looking for, to find what I showed you. Programs shouldn't actually be a problem. What have I done? But that is pretty much all I wanted to cover. Hopefully you guys have a faster computer, and hopefully you guys can match the performance of some higher ranking computers so that you can say run Battlefield 4 instead of on low on medium, right? And I've certainly seen some changes in people who have used these tips. So hopefully this works for you, and I will see you later. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe if you like my content or if you like my tips. And check out my other videos. Anyways, Xapien is out.